Hey y'all, welcome back to Summertime Tarot. If you're new to the channel, welcome. Thank you so much for subscribing. For all the folks who have been subscribed for a while now, I really appreciate you. I appreciate you for watching the videos, for liking, for commenting. I truly appreciate you. All of your support really helps, and I just really appreciate you. So, I have another pick a card reading for you here. This is also a bone reading. We're going to be looking at who's helping you, assisting you, or walking with you here on your spiritual journey, your spiritual path, and any other messages that they would like to pass along. All right, but without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it. We have three choices. This is pile one. Okay, pile two. And pile three. Okay, I'll do it one more time. Pile one. Pile two. And pile three. Okay, so pile one. If you pick this here deck, let's go ahead and see who is assisting you at this time on your spiritual path, your spiritual journey. Oh, okay. Okay, so what I'm getting here is there is a male ancestor here that is really assisting you. For some of you here, they're really helping you with your finances. But also there is an ancient ancestor who wants you to learn more about them. So your ancestors really want you to learn their language, right? I feel like for some of you here, you're receiving a lot of messages, maybe through your dreams, but for a lot of you, I feel like this has to do with they're sending you messages through like animals. So maybe like birds, dogs, cats, like maybe like you really like attract animals or even like kids here. And it's because your ancestors are really trying to like get your attention and to speak to you here. So they really want you to learn more about your ancestry. They want you to learn more about where you come from, how they communicate as well. They want you to grow your understanding, your knowledge of that, so that they can more clearly speak to you. Because I see that there are sending you messages. They're talking to you. For some of you, they may be coming to you in your dreams. But for others of you, I feel like there may be still some fear, some hesitancy here surrounding like connecting and working with your ancestors, which may be making it hard for them to really communicate with you or connect with you as strongly as they would like to. But I do feel like you are kind of open here. At least some of you are here, but they're wanting you to really put in that effort, that energy into connecting with them a great deal more, so that they can really help you with what it is that you're trying to manifest here. For some of you here, there's something that you're trying to grow, that you're trying to manifest for yourself, and you have a male ancestor here that's working with you on that. Mm-hmm. Yeah, but there's also here, there's spirits from your, how do I put that, your family line. For most of you, I feel like this is in connection to your father's side. Your father's side is coming through strongly here, um where there's spirits that may have helped and worked with your ancestors on your father's side, who um are trying to work with you and connect with you, that are actually, walking with you and assisting you. Um, yeah, it seems like either your connection with your father's side is strong, or you know more about your father's side, which is why they're coming through so much stronger than your mother's side. But there's like some healing that needs to go on here when it comes to your mother's side, in order to kind of really connect with your ancestors there, to connect with the spirits of your mother's side. Mm-hmm. They're showing me baseball, so I don't know if I don't know if you played sports when you were younger, or if you still play sports. Hmm. But it looks like your father's side, right? Specifically, one male in particular. This could be like a father spirit or grandfather spirit that's coming through here, great grandfather spirit, um, that is really helping you here with like your money, your stability, your confidence, but also like your get up and go kind of, you know moving towards the things that you want to grow, that you want to manifest for yourself. um yeah, for some of you here, your mother's side, they may have been, I want to say, like, they may have seen spirits or been very much like dreamers. So they may have like received messages through dreams, and so they're really assisting you with that here. So like, you may have a lot of, or get a lot of your spiritual gifts from your mother's side. Okay. So they're talking about your throat chakra here. So I feel like both sides of your family are really working with you to, uh, when it comes to your life purpose, when it comes to your life path, helping you to feel more confident and comfortable with your authentic self, and really voicing your opinions, speaking your truth, living your life authentically, right? Right. It seems like that is their main goal for you here. To live, what's coming to my mind is to live your life on purpose. They're really wanting you to do that. So some of you may be actually striving for that, and so they are really coming through here saying that they are assisting you in doing so. Hmm. For some of you here, there may be, like, you're really spiritual here. You're really focused on your spiritual path, your spiritual growth. Um, some of you may even be like healers, or wanting to work, or wanting your work to be in alignment with your spirituality, your spiritual growth, your spiritual path, and assisting others in doing the same. And so they're speaking on really helping you to do that, helping you to move forward when it comes to your spirituality, when it comes to leading leading your life by faith, right? Does that make sense? Yeah, they're speaking on you moving past or assisting you in moving past certain fears, um, and working through um, a dark period. So some of you could be like going through like a dark night of the soul or doing a lot of shadow work, and so they're really assisting you in doing that here. Mm-hmm. But let's go ahead and pull some cards. So we have here ancestor speaking. I sense unwanted energy. Cleanse your home with herbs and light up a candle. We also have voodoo doll. Someone has tried to cast work or send negative energy your way. Feeling attached. Sleepless nights. Protection needed. So yeah, they're speaking about there's a female ancestor showing up here who is really assisting you in learning or yeah, learning ancient ways here, teaching you about protecting yourself like in a natural way. So this could be like some of you may be learning about herbs or root work, um and so this ancestor is really assisting you with that. So that goes back to what I was saying about needing to um learn more about like your ancestry, or learn more about like how they did things in the past, to protect themselves, to yeah, to protect themselves. So let's see if anything else wants to come out, and then we're gonna wrap this up. Yeah, but my head is hurting a little bit with this pile, so I'm feeling like there may be some gifts here that may not be that may be coming through for you, or maybe you haven't completely like unlocked or mastered in some way. But that kind of coincides with what I was saying about needing to learn more about like your ancestry, because that will help you with unlocking certain gifts, and you know. All right, all right, all right. Yeah, they're speaking again about animals, about so you, but also about children, right? So like I was saying, there is here an ancestor that speaks to you specifically through animals, who comes to you through animals. So they're really wanting you to learn um, about animals and, like animal totems, about what certain animals mean, paying attention to like when certain animals come up and what it is that they're saying, what it is that's going on for you when that animal comes up. Really making sure that you're taking note of that, being cognizant of um, these signs, these messages, okay? Because they're really speaking to you here. They're speaking about leveling up in some way here. So some of you may be wanting to level up spiritually, or to, um, what's the word? Yeah, just to level up. And so they're talking about you needing to really like put in the work and put in the effort into learning certain things, learning certain systems, learning about your ancestors, learning about, and taking note of these signs, these messages that are coming your way. Mm-hmm. Yeah. But they're also speaking here on about certain gifts that you've had since you were a child, but maybe that you, sorry for the noise, maybe that you kind of distance yourself from as you grew up, and getting back to that, spending more time like investing in your gifts, investing in your spiritual path. Okay, because they're wanting to assist you with that. One more shuffle. Let's get a few more cards, and then we're gonna wrap this up. Yeah, because this is what's going to help you through those dark times, those times where like you, um, ooh, yeah, feel afraid. They're also talking about your voice here, using your voice. This is really important. Calling out for what it is that you need, using your voice. This is what's going to help you to grow spiritually. Mm-hmm. So singing could be good for you here. Learning songs of your ancestors would be good here. Yeah, so it looks like here, yeah, a lot of your ancestors were warriors here. Mm-hmm. So they're speaking on, yeah, this is why your voice is so important here, right? Because what I'm hearing is like war calls, war cries, that kind of thing, um, to war. And what I want to say is to ward off evil, to ward off like unwelcome energy. So really learning and practicing, maybe like chanting, singing. What else am I? But also dancing will also be beneficial for you when it comes to maintaining a high vibration, when it comes to practicing protection for yourself, for your home, right? This is why, right? This is what's coming to my mind. So yeah, this is what your ancestors are saying. You know how like if you black folk, we're kind of used to like our moms waking us up Sunday morning, blasting music, cleaning the house, that kind of thing, or Saturday, whatever day it was for you. They're saying, right, you need to get back to this. So get back to certain rituals to help you to maintain a certain vibe, not only within yourself, but within your home, within your environment. Is going to help you to feel more calm, more balanced, but also more grounded. That's what they're assisting you with here. So they're wanting you to make that a ritual in your life. So set a day, make sure that, or it could be every day, where you You get up, you play your music, you sing, you dance, you clean, in order to invoke certain energies into your home, into your being, into your life. That's what they're really assisting you with here. They're assisting you in calling in certain energies. um yeah, but that's it. That's all I have for you, pal one. Hopefully this helped you in some way. If it did, be sure to give the video a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I truly appreciate you, and I hope to see you soon. If you're interested in booking a personal reading, the link is in the description box below. But I truly appreciate you. Peace out. So, pile 2. Let's go ahead. Let's see who's helping you and walking with you in your spiritual path here. Let's see. Okay, so the first thing I'm seeing here is there's some nature spirits here. So there may actually be like water spirits, nature spirits that are working with you. Okay, so there's also a male spirit here from your father's side. Who may be who's shining light on like your physical health. So making sure that you're taking care of your health, right? I won't get too much into that. But just make sure you're not stressing yourself out. Make sure you're eating right. Make sure that you going to the doctor when you need to go to the doctor. Okay. But there's also a female ancestor here. Who may be really assisting you with the heart issue here. But she's also speaking about getting organized and disciplined. Hold on, let's see here. Yeah, because it seems like they're. Hold on. Ooh, excuse me. Okay, so it seems like you're wanting to manifest more abundance, maybe more money in your life here. Some of you could actually be wanting maybe like a better job. So I'm trying to see. I don't know why. Bye, 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 bye. That song's in my head. Okay. So some of you, okay, that makes sense. So some of you could be actually like saying bye to certain things. So they're helping you here to release and let go of certain situations. For some of you, this has to do with the romantic relationship. With others of you, this has to do with certain like habits, patterns that are keeping you from expanding, that are keeping you from growing. They're really working with you to do that. Mm-hmm. And your ancient ancestors here are speaking about, um, okay, that makes sense. So some of you may be wanting to grow your knowledge, to grow your understanding, to deepen your connection with your ancestors here, and they're speaking about you needing to be more disciplined when it comes to the things that you want. Yeah, because they're speaking about, right? Because here's the thing, right? Our ancestors, not only can they assist us, but they can, like, I don't want to say block us, but they can keep us. It's almost like, oh wow, they funny. Like, how you could be held back in school in order to, for whatever reason, be it because maybe they feel like you're not, like, growing or advancing or learning socially, or when it comes to certain subjects, right? So it's like you are wanting to grow, you're wanting to expand, but they're saying, right, we're holding you from this because there are certain things that you still need to learn. There are certain things that you still need to master it before we can place you in this role, before we can place you in this environment that you would like to be in. So for some of you here, right, they're speaking about you needing to be disciplined, you needing to be um more consistent when it comes to the things that you desire, because they are assisting you here, but at the same time it's like you have to do the work too. You have to put in the effort to not only manifest the things, but to maintain what it is that you're manifesting in your life. Because they're saying you have the tendency to, like, do things that work against you, that work against what it is that you desire, right? So this could be like um self-sabotage, um yeah, for a lot of you this is self-sabotage that's showing up for you here. Anxiety, right? So they're wanting you to address these issues so that they can assist you with the things that you really want to manifest. Because some of you may be feeling like you're blocked, or you're feeling like, well, why can't I, get this thing, or why isn't this happening? And they're saying it's because um, there's certain things that you need to get in order before that can happen. But the song, what's coming to my mind is time is on my side. Yes, it is. So they're saying, like, everything's gonna work out in divine time, and so just focus on, rather than like getting caught up in, oh my gosh, right, things aren't working, it's never gonna happen. No, don't do that. Focus on, like, just getting yourself ready for the things that you want, because they are showing up and they're saying we're assisting you here, but you gotta get certain things straight so that when the time comes for this to happen, it's gonna go smoothly. You feel what I'm saying? Hmm. Hmm. Okay, and they're saying that they may actually speak to you through people. So, like, family members. For some of you, this could actually be. Hold on. I don't know why Garfield is coming to my mind. So it could be movies, but you could also, maybe you have like a pet. And I feel like if you have a pet, they may actually see and be aware of, like, the spirits that are around you. But also, if you have a pet, like, you may have a really strong connection to that pet. You may talk to them. uh, and you may feel like that pet is like like has like an old soul or something. And because they just be looking at you like giving you like the stank face when like you do something that you shouldn't do. That's your ancestors right there. Okay. Mm. Yeah, because they're saying they get to you the best way that they can. So for some of you, this is your pet. For others of you, this is like, like movies, music, whatever it is that you're open to. Messages coming to you from, that's how they're speaking to you. Okay. Yeah. But let's pull some cards. I want to do these ones. Okay. Private messages. Yes, it is. They're speaking about a some of you may like actually be afraid. I don't want to say afraid, but like you could be hesitant to work with your ancestors or with spirits in general, because you may be coming from a certain background. Yeah. Okay. But if you resonate, if you resonate with that, right? They're speaking about like you being on a path all your own, and you being different from the people around you and not allowing um other people's opinions, other people's thoughts, other people's feelings, other people's desires, other people's beliefs to get to you or to determine like what you do, who you become. Okay. Mhm. Right, that's going back to like what I was saying, if like you experience anxiety or depression. And I feel like it's because you are very much a sensitive soul, and they're saying it's important that you focus on protecting yourself, right? But also just like doing what it is that you need to do to keep you straight. So if that means getting away from certain people, if that means going down a certain spiritual path, doing certain things ritualistically in order to help you to maintain your high vibes, then do that. Do what feels right for you, um, not what other people tell you to do, not what other people feel you should do. Okay, trust in your ability to discern what is right for you. All right, let's see. All right. So yeah. So look, we got here, born to stand out, embrace every part of yourself, dealing with childhood trauma, being bullied, insecurities, right? But also look at this, blessings, right? In many forms, good luck, fertility, birth, right? So they're speaking on the very things that maybe you are insecure about are actually going to be the very things that bring you your abundance. The things that people maybe have made fun of you for, have pushed you to the side for, have called you an outcast because of, those are the things that are actually going to assist you in bringing in more abundance into your life. So don't allow other people and their thoughts and their beliefs about you stop you from doing what it is that you're called to do, what it is that you're meant to do here on earth. Okay, then we have here the ancestor. You ignore speaking, so when are you coming to talk to me? I have something to tell you and bring me something in return. Okay, yeah. So they're speaking about making sure that you are keeping up with your spiritual practices, right? Because that's what's actually going to assist you in maintaining your high vibes, right? I don't know why I'm saying high vibes like that, but maintaining a high vibration. So making sure that you're doing your cleanses, making sure that you're doing your spiritual baths, making sure that you are spending time with your ancestors, praying, meditating, exercising, doing all those things, because that's what's going to keep you on the right path, right? We have initiated into the mystery. So you already know what it is that you need to do, but are you doing it, my friend? Okay, that's the question. So it's about making sure that you're doing what it is that you're supposed to do, so that you can maintain, like I think I said this earlier, yeah, so that you can maintain what it is that you are manifesting in your life, right? It's not just about manifesting, it's also about maintaining, right? You want longevity, you want things to last you. So you're going to have to make sure that you are being consistent. You're going to have to make sure that you are being disciplined, right? In order to maintain what it is that God, take care of what God gives you. You feel what I'm saying? All right. Let's get a few more cards, and then we're gonna call it a day. All right. Excuse me. Okay. They're bringing back up the heart thing. So some of you may be really wanting a life partner here. Okay. Okay. All right. What's coming to my mind is Princess and the Frog, or like having to kiss frogs or whatever. So they're talking about like, what are you saying? Hold on. Okay, so they're speaking about, you desiring a life partner, you desiring something rare, something real, and it's like, um this relationship, this partnership that you desire is something that is going to take some time to actually manifest itself. But at the same time, it's gonna be worth it. It's the fact that, right, the things that you want. What's it that people say, right? Good things take time. You don't just want something that's like blowing in the wind. You want something real. You want something that's going to sustain you, that's going to bring a lot of fruitfulness and prosperity into your life. And so that's actually going to take some time. So be patient with the process. Know that just because it's taking some time, that doesn't mean that it's not going to happen for you, right? This has to do not only with your romantic relationships, but with everything that it is that you're trying to manifest and create in your life. It's going to take time. That's okay. It doesn't make you any less worthy of it. It just means that what you are building is something that is like something that is not just of this world. It comes from the divine, right? The divine is your source for what it is that you're creating, what it is that you're manifesting. So it's going to take some time to manifest here on this plane, because it's not of this plane. You feel what I'm saying? So don't look at it like you're being looked over, or you're not good enough, or you can't make it happen. No, it's just taking some time to get to you, baby boo. So rather than like getting caught up in how long it's taking, just focus on you, focus on maintaining your health, focus on being consistent in the things that keep you in a high vibe, that keep you good. Okay, but that's all I have for you, Power 3. Hopefully this helps you in some way. If it did, be sure to give the video a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. If you're interested in booking a personal reading, the link is in the description box below. I truly appreciate you and hope to see you soon. Peace out. Pile 3, let's go ahead and see who's assisting you on your path. Okay. Let's see. Ooh. Okay. What is that? Oh, hold on. I'm dropping stuff, y'all. Hold on. All right. Okay. Let's see here. Okay. So first off, there's a male ancestor here that is working with you here. And it seems they're working with you on better understanding certain behaviors, maybe even certain things that you carry from your father's side, how they are showing up in your life and affecting you. Right? So this, they could actually be speaking on like your physical health, but also I'm getting very much like your spiritual health, how that affects your physical reality, basically. You get what I'm saying? Let's see what else. Okay. Okay, so the first thing that I'm getting here is some of you here may be feeling like you're missing something, maybe feeling like you're broken, you're unworthy, you're not good enough. And so you have a female ancestor here that's showing up, that's really working with you to heal any feelings that you may, that you may carry internally, maybe from your childhood, from past experiences that make you question your worth or feel like you're unworthy, feel like you are unable to have the life that it is that you desire. Yeah. So it seems like you're very sensitive. You're a very sensitive being, so you could be very much intuitive. There's some ancient ancestors here that maybe send you messages through your dreams. Some of you could even have like visions. You could see things. You could feel things. You could be wanting to really grow your spiritual gifts, your spiritual knowledge. And it seems what's really holding you back here is this this feeling of being unworthy that you may carry here. Some of you could even doubt your gifts here, but I see them. They're here. They're showing up. Mm. Okay. So what I'm seeing is if you maybe have your doubts about your spiritual gifts, it seems like your ancestors, the spirits that work with you, have really changed their tune, so to speak. They've changed how they reach out to you, um, because maybe it seems like you kind of closed yourself off from how they come to you based on like your beliefs, based on your feelings. So they're trying to get to you the best way that they can. So for some of you, they may actually, right, if maybe like you haven't been having as many dreams as before, so they may be trying to come to you differently. So they could be coming to you through animals, they could be coming to you through like, what's it called, angel numbers, that kind of thing. They use what you are most open to speak to you. And so it seems like some of you could have gotten to the point where maybe like your doubts got the better of you, or maybe you kind of close yourself off from receiving certain messages in certain ways, and so they're using what they can to get to you. Okay, I feel like I had to say that. Hmm. Hmm. Okay, so it looks like, okay, for those of you who maybe, if you resonate with, yeah, I feel like if you pick this pal, you're most likely resonating with what I'm saying. But if you resonate with like feeling like maybe like broken, or feeling like maybe you had some experiences in your past that really hurt you, that really traumatized you, and you're at a point where you are in a space where you feel more comfortable with things, or you're getting to that point where you feel more comfortable, you feel more confident, and you want to be more open, you want to experience more, you want to explore more, you want to grow more. And that's because, right, very much because they're working with you here, they're assisting you. But I feel like this is because you have been um, consistent with your rituals, with your spiritual practices. So they're saying to really continue with that, right? Continue with what works, continue with what helps, and you will, through that, you will receive more of what it is that you desire, right? So if you're wanting to grow spiritually, if you're wanting to grow your spiritual gifts, right? They're saying to remain consistent, and you will reap. You know what I'm saying? What you sow. All right. Okay. Yeah. So it looks like you have, okay. So you have some ancient ancestors on both sides that are working with you here when it comes to your spiritual growth, when it comes to your healing as well. Mm-hmm. Because they recognize the work that you've been doing. They see that you're open. They see that you are, actually, you're working. You feel what I'm saying? And they want to support you in that. So keep going. But they're wanting you to speak up more, to ask for what it is that you need, to not be afraid to, speak up, to speak your truth, to voice your opinions, I want to say, and to be yourself. Right? They're saying you don't have to like push down your emotions or push down what it is that you're going through in order to make others happy, or to, protect others from your feelings, or to protect others from what it is that you're experiencing. You feel what I'm saying? It's like you hold space for other people, hold space for you as well. hmm Yeah, they want you to practice being open. So this, they're speaking about like meditation, prayer, getting out in nature, doing things to facilitate that connection with the divine, to facilitate that connection with your spirits, with the ancestors, so that they can come in and be more present in your life and to assist you more. Okay, let's go ahead and pull some cards here. Look at this. The bloodline ancestors, we are proud of you. Summoned by your call, give specific offerings. Yeah. So they want you to know that they're proud of you. Okay, it says, look, restored Ashe, offering accepted, happy, loyal to practice. Yeah, see? They're just confirming what I just said. Look, girl, listen. They want you to know that they are proud of you. They see you working. Look, but they want you to keep going. It says responsibility for your personal spiritual development and sacrifices. They want you to keep going. They want you to be consistent. They want you to, right? They want to help you. They want to assist you in elevating. But that means you have to keep going. You have to keep on putting in that work. Okay, we have ancestor speaking. I have a birthday or the day ascended coming up. Pour libations for me. Okay. Yeah. So some of you, yeah, you may be feeling worn out when it comes to your spirituality, when it comes to your spiritual practices. Some of you could be in a rut, so to speak. But they're saying to keep going, right? But also to not be afraid to lean on them. Okay. Right. And if you need, right, like I was saying earlier, don't be afraid to, ask for help, ask for some assistance, to speak up for yourself and to speak up for your needs. Okay. All right. It could be beneficial to go to a therapist, to get a reading from someone. Doesn't have to be me, right? To get some help here. It's all right. And that may look different for everyone. All right, it could be as simple as just calling up a friend and being like, girl, I got a vent. You know what I'm saying? It could be, journaling. It could be whatever it is that you need to do to get those feelings out, to get that assistance, to get that help that you need. All right. Take a load off. Whatever. I ain't even gonna say what I'm thinking. If you know, you know. Okay, so you have a male ancestor here. This is someone that you may not know, who's saying they're present with you and they're assisting you on your path, on your journey. Right? And not to be afraid to call on them in your time of need. right? So it could be beneficial for you here to really they're speaking on music, so they may appear or show up for you when you're listening to music, when you're in that kind of calm space where you're like open, okay? And that's when they give you insights. That's when they give you messages. Right? So make time to do whatever it is you need to do to get into that space more often. So if that's like listening to your music, meditating, right? Because they're saying they want to come through for you more. But you have to like make space for that. They're talking about like you crying, so like you could like they're saying they come to you when you're feeling low to lift your spirits. So if like you see like maybe some of you maybe you see like little light balls, you know what I'm saying, like little speckles, or like you feel little tingles on your face. That's them showing up for you when you're like feeling low. Okay. They want you to know that they're there for you, and you don't have to do this alone. Anything else? They're speaking about laughing more. They want you to laugh more. You may spend a good deal of time thinking about like the past, things that you regret, things that you wish would have went another way. They're telling you to let that go. Okay, let that go. Embrace the now moment. Embrace like where you are presently, and be open to more happy feelings. Be open to joy. Be open to peace. Okay, be open to happiness because it's coming for you. You just have to be open. Right? They're speaking on shifting your perspective here. Um, yeah. So making sure that you're doing that consistently, right? Sometimes we can get bogged down by our emotions, right? Especially when we're coming out of a hard time. But they're saying the more you make space for the good things, the more good things you shall have. You feel what I'm saying? Okay. But that's all I have for you, Pile 3. Hopefully this helped you in some way. If it did, be sure to give the video a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. If you're interested in booking a personal reading, the link is in the description box below. Okay. I truly appreciate you and I hope to see you soon. Peace out.